Welcome to Lights of Miiva, episode 76. We might be super scuffed today. We'll find out. My name is Sam Lander. I'll be your GM, and I have some players.
My name is Zerder, playing Lumi, the Circle of Stars druid.
Hi, I'm Suda, playing the rogue warlock Riisha, and no brain, no pain.
I'm Mia, current sleep vampire, apparently stealing everyone else's sleep. And I'm playing Beraald the ranger, who has an animal animal companion named Lucy, a giant raccoon.
Who's
The
also
end.
a robot right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on my way trying to do a bit shift.
Okay.
I am Sadie, the local demon girl who is playing Zari, the barbarian.
I am Inter. I'm playing Criior the monk.
Yay.
And Ashes is currently having connection issues, so that's wonderful. She plays the wizard Iberkeet. So last time, boy, I think Discord is having issues. Last time, stuff happened. After lunch, you guys got Wenzel to take you up to a Temple of Nadra, who to peruse the library. Criior, Iberkeet, and Lumi went ahead and did that, while Zari, Riisha, and Beraald and Wenzel went to a local bar and told Wenzel of their many tales and flabbered his gasts, or gassed his flabbers. The point is, blew his mind. So we ended late at night. Zari miss, but Lumi seeing at like 2 a.m. A flash of light overhead falling towards the west, and then a bright flash of light in the... No, you wouldn't be able to see it because there's a wall and buildings. But anyway, a little bit later, earthquake. And otherwise, the night passes uneventfully for everybody, and Wenzel gathers up the party who weren't with him, and everybody meets up in a local cafe. One of the things you guys realize as you start having coffee is that the coffee that you've been having up until now has been very stale comparative to what you're currently having. This would be equivalent to the finest of coffees that you might pick up in the city of Volley, and they're selling it to you at a copper a cup, which is significantly cheaper than you would get there. And there is brain fart. Honey and jam and sconces.
Ooh.
And
Did you mean scones?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. Sorry. But there are probably sconces too.
Well,
so
yeah, but it's breakfast time, so they're not
just
lit
can't
right
eat
now.
'em.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Ooh, an edible sconce. Okay, start. Go.
And Wetzel's looking at you and goes, "Okay, but to be serious, you still want to go to meet the ruler of the city."
I mean, yeah, sure. We should probably pick up our companions first.
He'd already done that. Sorry, that was me
Oh.
gathering everybody together, and then
Okay, so yeah, we talked with Wenzel last night, and turns out I got the wrong city. Magda's here.
he looks at you. Wait, which city did you think she was in?
Let's see. This is Kirsch.
Yes.
Kartuk.
No, that's the Empire to our outside. most Kartuk the city is to the north. They are ruled by a human king whom I've never named, actually. I should name the current king of I'll do that. I'll be right back. Vam.
Dang.
Rudolph Vam.
No. Sorry.
What, you don't like Rudolph?
That one. Haha. No, I'm picking.
He's just punchy.
I am actually quite punchy today. So. Anyway, yeah. No, they're ruled by a human king. Has pretty much ousted the royalty of all of the other kingdoms that they conquered, except for the Elven Kingdom to the south. That one's being run by some sort of, like, vizier.
Are we sure neither of them are dragons?
Why would they be dragons? The only dragon rulers I'm aware of are the one who's here and the one who used to be here.
Who is now in
Ook. Yes, she moved to Ook.
Okay.
He's like, it's been better since she left.
Okay.
I've been told.
I don't know. We just met a lot of dragons, so if we go to Kartuk and find a dragon, don't be surprised.
He sets his his cup down and goes, "You've met," just pinching the bridge of his nose. You've met a lot of dragons. Is this
I told you about these all last night.
I was really drunk.
Okay, so was I. But at least I remembered.
But
So this is what happened last night while we were in the library. Good to
Yeah.
know.
I talked about how I got really, really big and smushed some demons, and how I tried to dig after Anya and Raya in the dirt.
To be fair, you getting extra big was fun.
Yes. Okay, so yes, Magda's here. Don't know if Raya's here. We should go talk to Magda because she might be able to help us on our quest to save Anya, if they have a decent mother-daughter relationship, which I am not sure of.
I mean,
Seems unlikely, to be honest.
Yeah.
They seem to have a good grandmother-granddaughter relationship if Raya comes here regularly, so maybe we can play off that.
you've met you. Oh, stop. How do you know about Raya's relationship with Magda?
We talked about this last night.
Again.
Magda is Anya's daughter. Raya is Anya's daughter. Therefore, Magda is Raya's grandmother.
Raya's Magda's daughter. Right?
Raya is Anya's daughter.
He just sits and stares at you and drinks his coffee.
Lumi will tilt his head, raise an eyebrow, and just... So that's what they're telling you? Or is that what you've tried to figure out?
She's been named the heir.
Well, yes. So that obviously means that Magda does not have a good relationship with Anya, so this might not go over well.
Or it means that Magda actually thinks Anya has finally perished, or been estranged or something. But Raya is actually Magda's granddaughter. Yeah, that's correct. At least as far as we've been able to deduce from speaking with both Raya and Anya, who said, and they both said they were their closest kin.
Okay. I'm just I'm here for the ride. I believe court starts at like noon. There's usually about a 4-hour line, and it ends about 6. So he looks at the sky and goes, which you can't, the sun is just like peeking over the walls. He's like, so if we leave now, we probably will have a chance to speak at court. Maybe.
Okay, let's do this.
He just he downs the rest of his coffee. Who pays? Because he doesn't.
Sorry, pays.
Okay. Total is about 3 silver.
Okay.
Between the scones and the
Bronze?
yeah, sorry, bronze. Again, we might be super scuffed today. All right. So, you guys are on main roads. This one's a little less well traveled than the others. Smells at this point, smells are mostly cooking food. And every so often you will pass by a market, along this road, talking like live animals for butchery in town, hanging like pieces, or like primals of meat, vegetables, grains, bread, and there's a lot of people who look like they're like, you know, buying their daily bread, as it were. Much not a lot of street meat at this time of day, but there are cafes sprinkled about, serving mostly people with more money, looks like, coffee and rolls and eggs and bacon and that sort of thing. So you guys, it's not terribly crowded right now, but it is a 2.5 hour walk from where you were, which is in kind of the northeastern part of town, to where you are going, which is inside of the bastion of the city. As you approach this gate, Wenzel looks at probably Zari and says, "Not. This will go much faster if you give him a brass."
Okay.
And there is a line of people, and they're checking for something. Or he should say, "This will go much faster if you give me a brass."
Okay.
So,
I do that.
as you guys approach, you see him palm a brass into this guy's hand, and then he kind of indicates the 6 of you, or 6 math, the number of players of you,
Yes.
and
8
the
if
raccoon.
you count the animals.
fair,
Yay. Whoops.
just you get just a real cursory inspection, and you are allowed past the gate. The gate
What
doesn't,
did they check for?
you know, I am honestly not sure. I don't ever come through here unless it's for business. It's not been explained to me, because again, it goes much easier if you just hand them a brass. Could they just be looking for bribes? I mean, it's city guard, so probably.
Your city guard takes bribes.
Our city guard is paid in bribes. Oh, right, you're not from here. I should explain some things about the city. Probably. So, everything in the city runs on money, and the more money you have, the better it goes for you. Yeah, that's pretty much how the city works.
No.
like
That's
okay,
sad.
well, okay. He points out a woman, human. She's wearing a velvet dress. It's not poofy at all. It's just a very nice velvet dress. Goes down to maybe her mid calf. She has like, oh shoot, can't think of what they're called. Shoes. Nope. They're never mind. I'm gonna ignore the shoes because I won't able to come up with a word, and so we're just gonna move on. She's got like a very like well coiffed hairdo. Like it's got some braids in it. It is back off of her forehead. It's not. It's back. She's got a couple of pieces of jewelry to like hold a cloak on. Earrings. Right. So she, looking at her and the fact that she has 6 guards around her, is probably brain. There we go. She's probably a baron, maybe a baronet. Did baron? We'll say give her the benefit of the doubt. She's a baron of the city. To be a baron of this city costs you approximately 15,000 brass per annum. Plus, you need to be able to show off your wealth to your those who also are paying for this. Because if you're unable to both support yourself in the way of baronhood and also pay for the fee, then you might find yourself murdered in your sleep by somebody who wants to make sure that the unworthy do not become nobility.
Could you like show off that wealth by like building a bunch of housing complexes and saying, look what I'm doing for this city?
Oh, nobody's gonna care what you do for the city. I mean, it depends. Like if you're renting those housing complexes out and that's your form of income, like that's great. Like that would be fine.
I'm guessing he means that you flaunt your wealth by hiring more and more guards and spending more and just being more and more extravagant. And
Right.
This city seems backwards to me.
Yeah, it's so wasteful. I mean, you could put all that money into like giving people food and like proper clothing and housing and fresh water and stuff, and they would like love you, and like they would throw themselves on you to be your guards. It's like then you'd have like 15,000 guards.
Oh, but if you have too many guards, you strike as pretentious to those above you, and might find that it's not enough to protect you.
That makes no sense. You have more guards and it makes you less safe. What?
If you are trying to rise above your station without paying for it,
because the
But
guards
you are paying
can...
for it by giving people food.
oh, okay. Well, I don't know what
the guards you hire might not see eye to eye with how you're spending your money, so they might take it into their own hands, maybe.
Like I said, this place runs on bribes. But the nice thing is, it also
This place runs on stupidity.
doesn't have. I mean, don't most places though? I mean, you have to pay taxes, right? On what you earn on what you earn every year.
He's not wrong, Zari, but he's not right either.
I didn't say I was right. I just was trying to explain how the town works. Partly to give you a warning. If you see somebody who clears the street as they're walking because they have a crowd of people who go ahead of them to make sure that their street is cleared. Turn a different way and go a side street. It's safer that way. Because if they have enough guards to do that, they probably have their own personal army. I'm just saying.
So they fund the defense of the city, which doesn't seem reasonable since you have a dragon.
A dragon can only kill a few people at a time. And an army can kill a lot of people at a time. Which has become important, like, don't take me the wrong way, but it's become important several times as Kartuk has tried to, conquer us.
I'm not second guessing the city needing an army. I'm second guessing the people needing their own army.
Oh, the pickpockets, cut purses, assassins, ne'er-do-wells. You got to protect yourself. Because the city guard is not going to protect you.
Lumi will point at Riisha, hopefully as she's trying to stretch her fingers out at someone to pilfer something.
Okay. Riisha, please roll a d20, please. So you motion over to Riisha, who's walking away with a purse, it's pretty obvious that she just took it off of somebody. Riisha, as you come back up to the group with your purloinment, you realize that this thing is heavy because it's full of sand and nothing else.
I think that one got one over on you, Riisha.
Tosses it to the ground.
Tempted to get you to give it back just because, but I think the humiliation of stealing sand was probably enough for you.
I mean, you rolled a natural one, so...
People apparently just carry around pockets of sand in order to get one over on pickpockets.
I mean, it's safer if they steal your worthless sand than if they steal your pocket full of money.
Yeah.
Speaking of pocket full of money, we are almost there, and you guys arrive. There is... So there is a large open square here. In the center of the square, there is a raised platform that's probably I am brain. It's fairly large. Nope, hitting all the wrong buttons here. That one, haha. That's not the right. I'm looking up size category. There we go. Ancient gold dragon.
Gargantuan, probably.
Gargantuan. Which my brain doesn't. How big is Gargantuan's? 5 squares?
Starts at 5 and goes on forever. I don't think there's a size category larger.
6 by 5 is 30?
Yes.
So it's approximately the platform, wood, solid wooden platform. It's about 40 feet wide by 30 feet deep. And there is a large cloth sheet the size of this platform that is covering over a you see the wooden platform, you see the sheet on top of it, and it's covering over a pile, as far as you can tell. A pile of what? You're not sure. And on one side of this square, so there's a low wooden fence, like 3 feet wooden fence, around the square. And then on one end of it, there is, for the players, it looks like a carnival ride entrance. We got the snaky line.
Oh, yeah.
That's currently being set up, and it's probably already 40 or 50 people long. And Wenzel just, gets a position in line. As you guys get into line, like the line is set up behind you so that there's no longer any quick like escape from it. You would have to go across the snakies and also through there's a line that's forming behind you, right? And approximately noon, after you guys have been standing in line for at least a couple hours at this point, there is a little fanfare and it's a little hard to tell from where you're standing, but distinguished looking older lady, wearing a very bright yellow dress, walks over to the platform, grabs a hold of the like covering with one hand, and just kind of does a flip and flips this covering off back behind this platform, revealing the largest pile of brass coinage and gemstones you guys have ever seen. Basically covering this entire platform to a depth of probably 2 feet in the center. So 2 feet thick, probably a foot thick on average, by 30-foot-ish wide by 40-foot-ish long pile of coins. And as you watch, the woman like climbs up on top of this platform, and just there's almost a magician's trick, it seems, as she's just, so you're watching apparently human woman walk up this pile of coins, and at some point your brain goes, oh no, that's not a human woman, that's a golden colored, just like a little bit brighter yellow than the brass that is currently beneath her, dragon. Biggest dragon that any of you have ever seen by a long stretch. Because you guys saw Beatra in dragon form, and you guys have seen Anya and Raya as well.
Yep.
Almost double the Anya and Raya. Maybe 50% bigger than Beatra. And
Whoa.
she
That's bigger than you, Zari.
Yep.
she lowers her, like, she curls up on the pile of gold, or not gold, brass, kind of motions her, or kind of curls up a little bit, and you realize that you realize a couple things. The way her head is positioned, where she is laying, is maybe 10 feet away from the end or the start of this queue of people. and that if she were to breathe fire on this queue of people, the queue of people would cease to exist. Because she would basically be able to catch all y'all. And a surprisingly feminine... I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mavis Staples, but in my mind, Magda's voice is a little bit like Mavis Staples. It is feminine and musical and deep. Like, Mavis Staples can sing bass probably better than I can. But surprisingly deep, 100% feminine. She's speaking in the local common, Kartukian, and you pretty much hear her response, but you don't necessarily hear what is being said to her. And ever so slowly, the line moves forward.
So Zari just goes, she probably has the most obvious human form of any dragon we've met.
Okay. You know, that I don't have... Look, I'm going to say I'm out of my depth here, but I'm so far out of my depth that you could probably sail a ship on me at this point.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of sailing ships, since we're waiting in line still, how long does it take for a ship to get from Volley to here?
I would have to check with the harbor master. I don't know.
Okay. But do you know where the Feyan, like, is there like a section of the docks that like the Feyan ships like to use?
There's not that I know of. There's some areas that ships that travel that direction are more like, but most ships that come bringing Feyan here usually have stopped at Orkland Bay or another city, and like, you know, change cargoes and stuff to first. So I don't know how many direct sales there are.
Well, maybe after this we can, or probably tomorrow, because this might take all day. Dragons, you know.
Yeah, as you take a single step forward.
Yep. But maybe tomorrow we can check with some harbor we can check in the harbor and find some Feyan ships, because I want to ask their captains if they've seen someone come through, or last time they were in Volley.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Probably a lot more simpler than talking to Magda, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to her. Like, I'm going to leave that up to you. You're the ones who are...
I know, but I was making a joke.
Right.
Conversation.
Remind the GM, did you guys pay for... How much time did you guys pay for him? Of his time?
Like a week, wasn't it?
That's why I'm asking. I don't remember. We will figure this out later.
I think it was like a week, because we had him looking for Horgold.
Right. In that interminable queue that you always it doesn't seem to matter how fast the queue is actually moving. It's that whole thing where if you're standing in a line, it takes longer than, like, there's some sort of unreality of time that comes from standing in a line.
In In the line, Lumi will be scribbling on a piece of his map parchment a message to the effect of, "We are the lights of Miiva. Anya is imprisoned in the Fey realm. We seek help to get her free." And we'll show that to the party before he does anything more.
Oh, you gotta riz it up. You gotta riz it up a little. Come on, we're talking to royalty here. And Zari takes the page and starts like scribbling notes on it and stuff.
Single step forward.
Does anybody sell like food for people waiting in the line?
Honestly, this is my first time standing in the court, the court line. It's not a place that I had thought I'd ever be in my life because there's a certain level of danger. At that comment, you see a person get angry at the giant dragon in front of them, who is then bodily picked up by one of her claws and tossed over her shoulder, pretty much without like paying attention. Give me a perception check, everybody. As the guy is screaming.
A mere 20.
Not persuasion, perception.
I'm borked. As 20 is a low roll.
So those of you getting higher than a 10, notice that he lands softly in some sort of catchment that's behind, like on the other side of the field, and then is immediately arrested by some guards behind. Those of you
thoughtful.
Those of you getting less than a 10, you just watched Magda kill a man, because he was flying like 50 feet up through the air.
And meanwhile, Lumi just goes, "That's a couple of decades of practice."
Yeah, I think she's been ruling the city like about 2 decades.
Figuring out just how hard to throw someone to get the exact arc to land them exactly there so they can be arrested. That's fascinatingly precise.
What? Arrested? Don't you mean killed?
Oh no, the person lived. There's guards over there arresting him already.
Oh,
And Lumi points it out, and
for color, I'm going to say that Beraald was distracted because Lucy is climbing all over him in excitement, and he's just been trying to. He has to push her head away just to look around at where
So
that Lumi just pointed.
Yeah, so several times you've had to prevent Lucy making a break for the open field ahead of her.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where you have a pet or a child and you know exactly what's going through their mind.
Yeah.
And what's going through their mind is oh, nice big open field to play in.
Yep.
anybody got any licorice? No.
Thought someone had some more cookies. Or did we feed Lucy all of them already?
I don't know. Anything right now would help. She chewed through her distraction knot, and I'm just struggling here, and I feel like this is the wrong environment to be struggling.
As you guys get within about 10-ish people from the front of the line, you notice a few things. There is a very unique smell that is emanating from the It's got to come from the dragon. It is the smell of a wheat field at harvest time when it's just a day or two before it's time to cut the sheaves. That kind of dry, grassy, but grainy smell. And it's coming from the field ahead of you, and the field ahead of you is grass. And the other thing that you notice is that in the bright yellow gold scales of Magda, almost as if like highlights or outlines along like muscles and along like the foredge of her wings and down the ridge of her tail, large patches of very dull silvery gray scales. And you didn't notice further back because reflective light kind of overwhelmed. But as you're getting close, you realize that you're thinking probably the equivalent of like somebody with like salt and pepper gray hair, but on a dragon scale. Well, on dragon scales. And
That's just super cool.
And
Okay, this is just Sadie making a like guess and asking about a world building question.
yes.
Do all dragons in your universe turn into platinum dragons as they age?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
That was where my thoughts were going.
Mm-hmm. Fair
Do
enough.
all metallic dragons do that?
No. They just get gray with age. If they're old enough. Knowledge would dragons are the type dragon.
Magic or nature.
Yeah, I would say nature or arcana.
Yeah. Arcana. That was the one.
Nature is a higher DC than arcana.
Yep. Probably.
I'm so sorry. That was all of us?
Anybody who wants to.
Yep. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, Berald's too distracted.
Lucy
I
at
was
this
about to
point.
say,
Lucy at this
probably
point.
guess Berald's too busy with Lucy.
Yes, exactly.
Like you're two people from, or you're one person from the front of the line, and Lucy has like you have a hold of the tip, like the end of her tail, and she's got all four claws, like in the ground, and is currently like. Have you ever had a dog that it is pulling as hard as they can on their leash because they really want to eat that thing, and it's everything you can do to keep them from eating that thing that they're going after? That's Lucy right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Luby will nudge Zari and point at Lucy. You might want to help with that one. It just-
Lucy, cookie, Lucy,
Instant, like, Zari, you have a giant raccoon like on top of your head, reaching down in front of your face, looking for the cookie.
Okay. I'll give you this one, but you have to sit still while we talk to the nice dragon. Okay, and then if you're good, raccoon, you can get another one afterwards. Okay.
So Beraald, Lucy looks straight
Yes.
at you and goes, I'm not sure what she's saying, but I'm gonna eat the cookie now. And she gives you she does that thing where she gives you that expression of I understand you and I'm going to follow what you're saying that animals learn so well, and takes the cookie from you, Zari.
Okay.
Amazing. And then Beraald just looks at Zari and just says,
I owe you like 2. Not 1, but 2. Thank you.
And as
and also, sorry, and now Beraald also, so sorry, would just like to, he's this close to this dragon, so he wants to sort of reset his clothing and his hair and just sort of
so
tidy.
this byplay is going on as the person in front of you steps away, and Magda looks at Lucy on top of Zari's head and goes, in Feyen, since that's what you guys have been talking in, what an interesting creature you have.
Saying that to whom?
You.
The party.
The
Me.
party.
Oh.
The group of you. By the way, Wenzel is gone. Just vanished.
Don't blame him.
DC 30 investigation check to see where he went.
Nope, not even gonna try.
Actually,
A natural 20 would also work.
Investigation. Oh, I've got a -1, but I really want Wenzel's help. Yep. That's a 14 for me, so no.
So yeah, y'all have lost him. All right. So yeah, that's what she says.
My Lady Magda, thank you for seeing us today. Yes, we do have a very interesting companion. We are the Lights of Miiva. We have traveled far in order to seek your aid. We are acquaintances of Raya, and are on a mission. That we would like to see if you would be willing to aid us in.
Her eyes narrow a little bit. Could I get a insight check from everybody?
Hang it. By the time I looked over at mine, I saw Iberkeats and I got really excited for a split second.
All right. So we have a 20, a 10, a 6,
23.
23, 10, 6, 15.
Because I got to add the 1d4 to insight.
Right.
From my dragon mark.
Yep.
Oh, brag.
Oh, 6 for Beraald. Okay, I didn't see that. All right.
Yeah.
So
Neither did he.
Criior and Iberkeat. Your insight into her expression says she doesn't believe you, but you're saying a lot of words that are kind of what's the proper term? Like, you're saying the right words, but she's never met you before, and so she doesn't know if she should trust what you're saying or if you're trying to run a scam on her, if that makes sense. And like that's her facial expression, and she goes, "Sorry, now my brain has reset. What did you actually say, Zari?"
We are the Lights of Miiva. We are acquaintances of Raya.
Right.
We are on a quest that we are seeking basically your aid in fulfilling this quest. I don't want to bring up Anya right away because
so she very carefully reaches over and plucks Lucy with one hand from the top of your head, Zari, and places her gently in the palm of another hand and starts doing that like under chin scritch.
Oh.
Lucy is in her palm the size of a very small kitten to a human. And she goes, Lights of Miiva. I have heard that name before. But tell me, what is your quest? Lucy's making like happy sounds.
Yes. Miiva was the town of the great hero Griffith. Yes, of the great hero Griffith in the Fey and Badlands. That is our hometown. And our quest, we have been given the task by the Queen of the Winter Court to revive the goddess Nadra, in order to free from the bonds of imprisonment, our other friend and acquaintance Anya, the brass dragon.
She's not in prison. She's just chilling with Mom.
Riisha! Not now!
Lumi, at the second Riisha starts speaking, thwack at the back of the head of Riisha.
I believe that's a attack roll, Lumi. See if you can hit Risha's AC or better. Magda.
Unarmed.
Yeah, unarmed attack. Probably untrained.
Yeah, are we proficient in unarmed?
No.
No.
No one is.
Except for Criior.
Excuse me? Nobody is?
Except for Criior. We
I
got
said
there.
Except for Criior.
So Riisha, you easily duck. You could see this coming from a mile away, and you easily duck underneath Lumi's aim at the hitting the back of the head. Magda's eyes narrow further, and she sits up, rising to her her haunches. Still holding Lucy, still like scratching her under the chin. Lucy's like melted into a puddle at this point, and she broadcasts in a very loud voice. Court is closed for the day. Return again tomorrow. And then she is like leans over and is. You realize that as her face comes even closer to you, that it's taller. Her face is longer than you are tall. And she goes, remain here. And she sets Lucy down in front of you, Beraald. And she climbs off of the pile of gold, like giving a little shake as coins and gems fall back onto the pile. And she walks, she like does the magic trick again, where she turns back into an aged human woman and walks off of the field. Several people like go to this big tarpaulin that covered over the pile and begin like pulling it back in place.
Are we gonna get kicked out of another city?
I was very close to thinking that, but well, let's see how this goes.
The line slowly empties out. A lot of people are giving you very sour looks. There are several instances where like there's some shoving and some shouts, and some people get some hurt feelings. None of them directed at you, because not long after Magda leaves, you are surrounded by a troop of city guard who are protecting you, question mark? You haven't been told you're under arrest, but they're definitely not letting you leave.
Berald's mouth had been hanging open, and he hadn't been breathing the entire time. She had Lucy in her hand.
Beraald, you should really start breathing now, before you pass out. Beraald, it's I've never gotten scritch quite that good before. I mean, you give really good scritches, but I mean, there's something special.
And
oh look, there's somebody coming.
You're okay.
Walking across the field in your direction is a familiar face, wearing very different clothing than the last time you saw her. It's Raya. You're pretty sure.
Oh.
She is, instead of wearing her ranger greens and browns, she is wearing a like skirt and blouse combo with a like half vest in all like bronze colorations. Bronze and brass. So greeny and goldy.
Zara just says, I guess dragons really don't try to hide in this city, do they?
And she walks up. She hears you saying that as she walks up. And she goes, some of us are exposed here. Come on. Mom wants to talk to you. A little more privately. Oh, just so you know, I was supposed to eat you if you weren't who you said you were.
Oh.
So.
Well, kind of expected that, but it's us. Hi, by the way.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Wish it was under better circumstances.
Are the circumstances bad? Worse than we said to Mom?
It's probably better if we explain it in front of both of you.
Oh, fair. Come on.
And we follow.
Mom, isn't it Grandma?
Technically.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
That is changed.
Technically Grandma, but she raised me as my mom, and I've called her Mom since I was a kit.
Hatchling.
Hatchling is the correct term. So. Come on.
Okay.
She leads you across the field within 5 feet of this pile of money. I'm almost tempted to force Suda to do a temptation roll, but I'm just gonna let Suda decide.
No, please no. Please no.
Do it.
Oh
no.
All right. So, Lumi, you see her reach. Suda, you successfully come with you think nobody but Lumi noticing. You have a luck stone in your right hand. The reason you know this is because it is a ruby that is not quite golf ball size, that is glowing faintly.
The no was allowed. So, no. Directed at Riisha.
Uh-huh.
So, Zari turns and looks. It's like, Riisha! No! Bad warlock.
No, I'm a good warlock. Mom loves me.
I would like
You
Beraald to
you do
reach
you
out.
do realize that dragons know the location of every single piece of gold and magical item in their hoard, right?
Do they? Do they really? I
Yes,
think
yes,
that's
they
just
do.
a fairy tale.
That's probably just something they tell you to keep you from taking things.
Do you really want to risk that in front of 2 dragons?
Iberkeith, you
So
too?
Raya
It's still
says
rude.
to
I'm not saying
you,
she should do that.
you realize I could hear you guys talking, right?
Yes. And I'm hoping you can speak some sense into her.
I've never tried to speak sense into any man or woman.
Mom's scarier anyway.
I would like Beraald to try to put a hand on Riisha's back and just say, come on, let's go. Just whatever's happening, can we please get out of here?
But I got little legs.
And they're tired from standing for several hours.
And 2
Looks at-
hands. Only one of them's full.
Beraald turns, looks directly at Riisha in the eyes, and says, I will carry you.
All right. So you guys, Raya leads you to a fairly large building that's just across the street from the backside of this like fenced-in field. And as you guys are walking in, it is opulent is probably the right term. It's what you get when you have basically as much money as you want and you're outfitting a like front office. So there are brass fittings on everything. The like floor is a dark polished oak. The walls are whitewashed, plaster, like very like smooth, very good corners. There are live plants growing in the corners of the rooms. There's a large like sunlight overhead that lets in a lot of natural light. There's a little fountain that's burbling in a corner. And there's a team of people who are working, like, you know, doing paperwork and so on and so forth, who Raya leads you past. And she takes you down a very short hallway and to the right into a sitting room with like 15 or 20 like plush recliner style chairs. There's in the corner of the room there is a obviously like a drinks or it's pretty obvious like it's a little bar with like decanters of purple and brown and golden and various colored liquids in them, with a small bucket on the surface that has like steam rising from a little bit that is from like, if anybody goes over and looks at it and opens it up, it's full of ice. And there's various like glasses on the little stands behind, or little shelving unit behind this. And Raya goes, feel free. There's underneath that cloche there is probably some fruit and some other like finger type foods. Mom has some stuff to take care of, but she'll be here soon. And she leaves you alone in the room.
Zari sits down and like starts stress eating the fruit.
It is.
Lumi's going in for a second thwack at Riisha's back of head.
No.
Beraald just plops down exhausted.
So you guys flop down into chairs, and these are like really comfortable recliners. And as you like shift your way into them, you realize that if you move just right, they have a massage function. And so you're like, they're the most comfortable chairs you could think existed. It's quite possible that if you're tired at all, staying awake is a challenge. Beraald, you find yourself not tired at all as Lucy's over at the drinks cabinet, and she smells one of the cloches or one of the bottles and goes, "This one smells like licorice." Hey, Beraald, this one smells like licorice. It's kind of like really sour licorice if you taste it. And she like has gotten some sort of licorice liqueur out from beneath the bar, and is currently trying to figure out, because she like licked the bottle a little bit where some of it had like spilled on the side of it, and she's currently trying to figure out how to get a cork out.
Okay, so this is ostensibly we have been provided hospitality, but we are in a dragon's like den. Yeah,
no,
okay.
literally a den of a dragon.
Yep. Amazing. Is there can I just say, or should I roll something for Beraald to spring up out of the chair going, no, and see if he gets there before?
Oh, you're a responsible pet owner. You can get there before she gets the top off.
Okay.
Okay, no, wait. Oh, Lucy, I love you, but sometimes, okay, just wait, hold on a second.
I've never had anything that's liquid that tastes like licorice before.
And I know that is very exciting. If I just need you to wait. Just sorry, do you have the other cookie?
Oh yes. Lucy, over here.
So Lucy has the bottle in her hand. She was working with her teeth at the cork on the top. She just pushes the bottle into your chest, Beraald, lets it go before you even have a chance to like grab a hold of it.
Oh God.
And then is over at you, Zari, and is like climbing up your side. Reflex save, Beraald.
Yeah, okay. Reflex?
Yeah. Dexterity save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Ooh, with a +7, let's go, Beraald.
Oh.
Boom.
You've had to rescue things from Lucy before. This is nothing to you. Easily catch the bottle. And you're holding probably the most expensive looking liqueur you have ever seen in your life.
All right. So, a couple of thoughts. Who, this is the player asking, who would be the person who I would turn to say, like, what do you think? Should I give her a little bit of this?
That's up to y'all.
Oh, God. All right. So he just turns around with the bottle in his hand to anyone who is near and says,
can I give her some of this? What do you guys think? I don't know that I can keep her away from this for too long.
Given the size of her, she might not be much affected from a small taste in the cork, or a small Lumi will look and see if there's like a shot glass or something.
Oh yeah.
Can raccoons even have alcohol?
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, they're mammals. Like it wouldn't. The alcohol wouldn't be the problem. The drunk might be.
The multicolored, still multicolored,
Still
drunk
multicolored
raccoon.
raccoon.
Okay. All right. So Beraald will. I assume the shot glass has been found.
Yeah, Lumi will find one. I don't think she will take much of an adverse effect from this.
Okay. Thank you. Pours a little bit and looks to. I'm thinking Riisha, and says,
Can you hide this somewhere?
or like who is the person who would be most likely? Like I'd want to put it high up on a shelf, but I don't think that will be enough.
So you say that, and Riisha just the bottle vanishes.
Oh my god! Thank
I'd
you.
what?
This helps. The whole what you did thing before. I don't even want to say it out loud, but this
can we
helps.
stop taking things from the dragon's hoard?
Riisha,
Yeah.
Without
question.
asking?
I think I know the answer to this, but did you hide it on your person or did you hide it in the room?
Person.
I kind of suspected. So Lucy comes back up to you, covered in crumbs, licking like her fur, and she goes, "Well, that was a very good cookie, but where did the bottle go, Beraald? Where did my bottle go?
The bottle is gone.
Aw,
But look, and I saved you some. Bottle is gone, but I saved you some.
And holds the. I'm assuming I don't want to put it on the ground. I'm assuming I'm gonna hold the shot glass out, and she will just
okay,
nom it from my hands.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
she-
expectation.
So yeah, so it's not a clean process to have a raccoon drink from a shot glass. So you're like your hands smell of licorice. Lucy smells of licorice. She's like, that's sour. I'm not sure that I like that, Beraald. That's sour. Boy,
Well, you
yeah. Oh, but it goes good with the crumbs though. Here, let me. And she like does a shake to get crumbs out of her fur, and then she's just like, she's just working on that whole thing as Raya comes walking in the room.
okay.
And then shortly thereafter, you hear the click, and Magda is also in the room in her person form. Same deep voice. Kind of maternal smile on her face, and she goes, "So my daughter had a very interesting conversation with me. Reminded me of a few things that she did, to be fair, tell me about before. But welcome, Lights of Miiva. You've changed some people, or you've changed one of your people, but that's not neither here nor there. But welcome, Lights of Miiva, to Kirsch and to my home. Please sit. Let me know how I can help."
So yes. So as we said, Anya has been petrified by the Queen of the Winter Fae Court, Mab. She did this Anya had told us she had already had a debt to her, and Anya willingly took on the debt for our rogue, who is a warlock of Mab. When we messed up and we didn't completely fulfill another mission we were tasked with that she did not tell us about. Zari pointedly looking at Riisha. So we traveled to the Winter Court, and after we did complete that mission, and asked if Anya could be freed from her service. She said what we did was not equivalent to Anya's debt, but she gave us a task, and that task would be to revive the goddess Nadra from her statue form, and Anya after that would be freed. So we are on a quest to do just that. The complication is that we have reason to believe that I guess you would call it a warlock, an agent of the god of undeath, Naad? Was that it? Naad?
Rod.
Rod.
Yeah.
The god Rod may be seeking our same goal, or to stop us in pursuit of our goal. And we have been searching for information on how to revive a dead god. You are a wise and knowledgeable and worldly dragon. We thought you might be able to provide us with some information or assistance in that task.
She tilts her head and looks. She meets your eyes, Zari, as you're talking, and you almost lose yourself in the depths of that gaze. And she goes, I could probably help. And freeing Anya from her debt, releasing Anya from the Fae, pleases me. So what? I'm willing to help, but I want to know what you would want. What do you want? Money? Money is fine. Money is easy. You want knowledge? I can give you much knowledge of the Fae and of dragons. What do you need to progress this noble quest to free a friend from captivity?
Well, we are basically starting off from square one. I am not a practitioner in the faith of the 12, or what's the overarching religion called?
I don't know that it has a specific name. She nods and she motions towards Iberkeet and says, "But you have those among you who are."
Very new convert.
Fair.
Yes, so we have been looking for information on how to revive a god.
We
I
know it's
have-
possible. It's been done.
I have, yes. I have heard stories that you need an object that was tied to them, and then to go to a place of significant power. At least this is how it works in stories that I've heard.
She
But
gets up. She goes, Wait here a moment. Raya, entertain my guests." And Raya gets that expression on her face like, "Oh crap. I gotta be entertaining." As Magda leaves the room, and Raya goes, okay.
does Raya have the deer in headlights look?
Yeah. Also, you haven't seen Serval yet.
Yeah.
I don't think Beraald met Serval. Anyway.
Nope.
Nope.
Beraald did not beat Serval.
Raya goes, she kind of takes a breath, takes a sigh, and goes, so what have you guys been up to since, I flew back home after my mom, my birth mother got taken away from y'all?
Well,
I feel like there's a story or two. You don't honestly have to tell me. and she goes over to the drinks cabinet and goes, "Wait. We're missing a liqueur here."
Oh God.
She starts digging through. Okay, sorry, I'll be right back. And she leaves the room.
Riisha, I changed my mind. Put it back, put it back, put it back.
It already is.
It 100% Beraald, it's there. You didn't see it happen.
What? Okay, yeah, okay, this definitely makes up for the other.
And
Thank you.
Raya, 5 minutes later, comes walking back in. She has a new bottle of that same liqueur, and she makes herself a mixed drink with it. Me, Samlander, doesn't know the kind of drink that you would make with a licorice liqueur, but it's appropriate. And then she goes to put the bottle down in the thing and goes, "Yeah, a Jaeger bomb." I mean, yes, but no, because Jaeger is a licorice. Anyway, and she goes put the bottle and goes, "But apparently I'm just blind today." And she
oh, we are gaslighting a dragon.
she just leaves the new bottle up on the thing, and she goes, "Sorry, anybody else want a drink? I'm an okay mixologist, but it'll get you drunk."
Yes, please.
Do you have a preferred drink?
No.
Oh, whiskey sour then. And she proceeds to make you a whiskey sour. It's got egg in it. It's got lime. I am trying to remember what. My brain just went, "Oh, it's whiskey sour. It's just these things," and then it went, "I don't have those ingredients anymore."
Was that just so you are aware? We looked up. Zerder and I looked up drinks. The first drink is a licorice whiskey sour.
Oh, nice. So that is what
Yeah.
she makes. So lemon juice, simple syrup,
Oh, right. I should have said, yeah.
egg white,
Egg white. Yeah.
bourbon or whiskey, and then the licorice would probably be instead of the bitters,
Yeah.
and probably
These
some of the
drinks
sugar.
Sound like they'd be really good without the licorice.
How dare.
So yeah, she hands you a licorice whiskey sour. Riisha, you ask for any decent sweet tea, and she just starts collecting different liquor bottles, and she hands you a tall boy that has a brown liquid in it.
Probably a Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a long. It's not what it's not. That's not what it's called. But it is a vaguely tea flavored, very alcoholic drink. It's sweet though, so it's like easy drinking.
We should definitely start
Long-
falling asleep in a chair.
Long Island is such a generic place name that every world should have one.
Sure, you know
Oh.
you're not right. You're not wrong. So yes, this is a Long Island iced tea.
Like, unless all of the islands across the entire planet are short.
Well, then the longest one is still Long Island.
What, man?
This has connotations to H2G2's gin and tonic.
Mm-hmm. So she entertains you mostly just by like practicing her mixology, which she admits after a little bit. It's like, okay, so this is something I've picked up recently just because I needed something to do. After Serval left for a little while, I got kind of bored, and well, making mixed drinks yourself is you can like make them to your own taste without getting drunk. Because if you try to do this in a bar, they're gonna make you drink them. Getting as drunk. About this time, Magda walks back in, with a like narrow leather bound tome. It has some sort of metallic edging on the pages, and the pages are extremely fine, like rice paper fine almost. And she goes, I think you're close. And she goes, you need to open up the path to a god. You need to find the heart of a god. Which is a little bit odd, but she points to a passage in the book. It's in Draconic. Ashes, I think you speak that? Iberkeet? Nope. Never mind. Do you have...
I speak Thayan.
Do you have tongues up?
I don't have it up. I can cast tongues. I can cast comprehend languages as a ritual, and I have some of the tongues candy available.
Okay, so up to you. She points to a passage in the book. It's written in Draconic, and she
It
goes.
would take me 10 minutes, but doing comprehend languages would be much more convenient for me.
You could have done that if you want to, just
Okay.
As a kind of a thing to do. So yeah, you can have comprehend languages up. So she points to a passage. It reads along the lines of, if you were to translate it into Common or Feyan or most languages, it would read as, you must find the heart of the god. In Draconic, you get some subtlety out of it that isn't clear, like if it were a translated work, that the heart is not a like metaphorical heart or the like physical space of a heart. It is a physical object that is made of a gem. And she looks at you and goes, I think you need to find Nadra's Heartstone. I don't think we've found the Temple of Nadra yet. I should explain. Let me back up. 20-ish years ago, a group of friends, well, I'll call them friends. I would like to think they were friends. found some heartstones to various gods and realized that they had a physical like destination they needed to go. Generally an ancient temple, more ancient than I. And with that association, they were able to go to this space you were talking about, this place of the gods. And she reverently closes the book. This now that you can read it, or not now that you can read it. In Draconic, the cover of the book says, crap. It's character's name, thoughts, character's name, not Grunthos,
Kiva?
not Kiva, Goblin. Striggs. Thank you.
Wow, nice.
Striggs collected thoughts on the gods. And she kind of closes it kind of reverently and goes, I can give you the luck stone. I can give you some money. I think this might have the clues you need, but Striggs was always fond of his languages, so good luck. And she offers it to anybody who wants it.
Yes, please.
So Criior, you take it from her hand. It's you know how you're being given a gift from somebody who is just a little reluctant to give up the thing because maybe they want it for themselves? As you take it from her hand, you almost get that impression. Like she is giving up something that she values greatly.
I'm thinking, do I need to bow deeper when I'm accepting it? Give it me.
I'm guessing Horgold Wolfsist might have been one of these friends.
She nods. You know,
Because
it's their fault I run the city, you know.
Because we've been told that we should speak to him to maybe get a hint at trying to figure this thing out.
He generally lets me know when he's in the city, so I don't think he's in the city right now. I will send for you if he comes to town, and you're still here. But Horgold is probably better than some. Striggs would be the ideal person to go to, but he's missing. He's not dead. I'm fairly certain he's not dead. They would have told me if he had died, but he's missing. Emberthorn, well, his sister stops by occasionally, but she wasn't there for a lot of their shenanigans, so she doesn't know as much. And the rest of them were mostly along for the ride. So Striggs, if you can find him, or Horgold would honestly it'd probably be good places to start. Did you want... She smiles at Riisha and says,
Oh, no.
tell you what. One of you has collected a little bit of treasure from me, and so I will grant the rest of you a boon as well. And she reaches into her, like, a fold of her, like, cloak, or not, cloak is the wrong. It's like a half vest almost, right? Or not vest. Half
Shawl?
Not, it's a little bigger than a shawl. Cape, half cape. There's the word I'm looking for.
Nice.
And she reaches into a fold of that, and she comes out with a bag, and she sets it on top of Criior. You're still holding the book. She sets it on top of the book. It is not light.
Okay.
And she says, feel free to stop by anytime. Your quest is noble, freeing a friend from captivity. And so my lair is open to you. And she kind of smiles to herself with entirely too many teeth. And Raya is like sipping her martini, leaning up against the wall, and kind of rolls. Somebody, one of you, probably Lumi, catches the eye roll. As you guys hear a, like, clatter and, like, clinking of glasswork, as Lucy, who's been, like,
Oh, God.
been like just sitting, kind of watching all this happen, not involving herself too much, like, jumps as her tail is pulled, and she goes, what the y'all hear, like, raccoon. The rest of y'all hear raccoon chatters, and Lucy comes barreling out from the from the bar area, and you hear kind of a amused coming from that same place.
Oh,
And
are you?
Raya, like, looks down, kind of face palms. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Serval. You've returned?
Yeah, Serval's back. And you see Beraald, you see it's bigger than a house cat. It's significantly bigger than a house cat. It's almost as big as Lucy. Very thin, very twisty cat come, like, amusedly slinking into the room. Are you the player familiar with Servals?
From watching Archer. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, a Serval comes into the room. You've probably never seen one, but Beraald's never seen one before. And it, like, sits on the floor, like, doing that whole, like, cat, like, nonchalantly, like, cleaning a paw. And she just, I forget. Okay, I'm going to double check with Rogue again, Serval's gender, but just says in common, Serval's back. And just, like, goes back to, like, cleaning her paw, or his paw, or their paw. Anyway, Serval's paw. And Raya, like, is face palming, says something to Serval in Druidic, which, Lumi, you understand. Says to Serval in Druidic, "Are you amused with yourself?" And you get the Serval Cheshire grins at Raya and says, "Of course, Serval's amused with myself.
Sorry, that was a Mia response at the pronouns.
Stands up, flicks the tail, like got that cat like amused tail flick, and walks up to Magda and starts doing like face rubs against Magda's knees and ankles and stuff, and says, Magda like reaches down and starts scratching the cat, and says, is there anything else I can help you with? Meanwhile, this like very deep rumbling purr is pouring out of this cat.
Hello? As Beraald looks around at the group, you all have met this.
Beraald has never seen a servo,
Nope.
but has seen a cat.
Oh yeah, you've seen cats before.
Okay, all right.
Biggest cats
So-
you've ever seen. Biggest cat you've ever seen, unless some like. No, the biggest cat you've ever seen. It's pretty safe.
Okay.
Looks around at the group and says, "We know you all know this cat."
Acquaintance, met at least. Was traveling with Riisha when we met her.
We all understand the language because you had said common. Is that has Beraald understood Serval talking? Speaking?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just realizing that there was a whole bunch of talk in the channel that I'm not been catching up. Anyway, go ahead, continue. Sorry.
Oh,
Did any of you understand? Was the cat talking?
Yeah, the cat was talking.
Okay, and you understood what it said?
and
Okay. What did it say?
I repeat what the cat said.
Oh. All right, and can we is this safe? This cat was tugging on Lucy's tail, so I'm not sure if this is a good thing, a fun thing, a bad thing.
Was Serval just playing a prank? One could say.
I don't think I liked it very much.
Oh, come here.
It wasn't very nice.
Oh, would anyone be able to relay to Serval?
and Beraald looks to Serval and sort of nods his head.
To please not do that again, because Lucy didn't like it very much.
So
Lumi will
Beraald
speak to speak in Druidic just for the fun of it to Serval, relaying said message.
So it's pretty obvious as you're doing this, Lumi, that Serval understood Beraald, because that like that one ear tracking thing that cats do, and Serval just kind of does a little like stand straight, give a couple stretches, and just like pause. So reaches up to the handles in this room are kind of the lever handles. Reaches up, paws down one of the lever handles, gives the door a couple scratches to get it open, and just walks sedately out of the room. And Riisha goes, I better follow Serval. Just, it's good to see you all again.
Oh,
Likewise, Riisha. Hope we meet under better circumstances at our next get together.
I mean, this was far more enjoyable than the last time we met. And she tips her head to you and heads out of the room.
Beraald looks at Lumi and says,
It understood what I said, didn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I did relay the message, but the message was understood prior.
So yeah. After all that happens, Zari turns to Magda and it's like, I mentioned the forces of Ra'ad were likely going to be opposing us.
She nods.
Do you have any idea what we might expect to face?
I mean, undead? He's the god of undeath, so it's a very good chance that whatever you face... She pauses. Let me see the... Can I... And she kind of motions to Criior for the book back.
I give the book back.
She takes it, she flips through the pages a little bit, and she goes, you said Ra'ad's servants are doing something in relation to this, right?
Yes, we don't know what, we don't know where they're going, but we know there is an agent. We are familiar with them, and we are trying to wrest them from his influence, because they are a friend.
So they might be looking for Strigs themselves. And she points to a passage in the book. And it is in a language none of you except for Iberkeet, who has Comprehend Language up, can read. He still has the Heartstone of Ra'ad. Or at least he did as of writing this book, which is... The copyright date is wrong, or he's written this in the future. Either are possible. Okay. See, she hands me back the book. Criior, copyright date of this book is about 5 years from now. Anyway.
Ooh, advanced copy.
Yeah. You know... Anyway. You find... If a goblin wizard of some renown and fame, if you find a book written by him in your library when it didn't exist before about 2 weeks ago, you ask a lot of questions, but you don't get a lot of answers.
Is there any chance we might face more demons?
It's nothing's impossible, but fiends work with the evil gods, but they are much more likely to be employed by Adnan. He much prefers fiends. Ra'ad will happily send intelligent, unintelligent, or stupid undead after anybody. So that is much more likely if you run into any of his servants. Vampires and whites. Liches are not terribly known right now in the world, but there might be one out there.
Okay, so that is a lot of help. So find the Heartstone, find Nadra's temple. along the way, see if we can find Strix.
Simple, easy tasks. She smiles, holding her lips closed, but smiles nonetheless. At the sarcasm.
Well, we thank you greatly
She nods.
for your assistance.
I mean, it's been a pleasure. Adventurers like you have been among my best friends over the centuries. And I have learned that having adventurers like you as friends is generally better than being against them. She stands, and it's pretty obvious that when she stands up, she's got that, like, I'm sore but I'm hiding it of an older person as she stands up. And she offers each of you her hand. If you take it, it is warm and not sweaty dry. And the handshake is firm but not, like, painful. It's a solid handshake. And if you allow her, she'll look into your eyes and says, I hope we can be friends too.
When Beraald definitely, takes her hand and gives her a
I feel ya.
kind of.
You're 50, she's, not 5,000, but
Right.
same pains.
Yeah.
Zari takes her hand, gives the talking to royalty, kiss of the ring finger,
Sure.
type dealy, and also says, we also might have another gift for you. We know the location of Griffith's lair, if you would like that knowledge.
Yes. Please. Yes, please. Now? Can you give me that information now?
I think Iberkeet and Criior have it on their records. Like and Lumi probably made a map and stuff. So yeah,
She's looking at Criior, Lumi, and Iberkeet expectantly.
Lumi's digging through the pack looking for one of the older parchment maps. He sat shivering on the edge of the shelf,
I did not
to
make
get
a copy of the magic map before we gave it back to the house or whatever.
But I will at least give Magda a map of the
mountains.
star sky
Yes.
and mountains from the perch in the lair.
Did you write the date on the map? Because that's actually kind of critical.
I'm gonna say yes, because especially after the thing, it's important. But even prior, Lumi would have dated the map so he could keep eye on changes in the sky.
She takes it from you, Lumi. She kind of looks it over and goes, I was never very good at star maps, but I can pay somebody to figure it out for me. And kind of under her breath, and then she realizes she was talking, and she just pulls you into she's 2 inches shorter than you. She's probably 50 or more pounds less than you. She pulls you into the most motherly of warm hugs that you have received since the last time that Moma hugged you. it's got that like perfect amount of pressure, that perfect amount of duration. And then she steps back and goes, Come back tomorrow. I'll have something for you. Thank you, Lumi.
It's star maps is what I do. I'm
She
just
nods.
annoyed beyond reason about, and he will pull up one of the more recent ones with the off-colored band that he has colored in red of this thing, and he just points at it.
She nods. Any of you will be welcome guests if you ever come back. Thank you. And she bows she like takes a step back so that she's not like too close. And she bows like hand over heart, other hand at, the almost butler type bow, but bows at you from the waist. And she straightens and goes, feel free to refresh yourself, or you walked in, so you know the way out. And it was a gift meeting you all.
I have realized that dragons are not as dangerous as they are made out to be.
Oh, no, we are absolutely as dangerous as the legends say. It's just some of us like to have friends.
Then I'm glad I've met all the right ones thus far.
You'll have to tell me sometime whom all you have met. But I really do need to go. And she bows about like nods her head and heads out the same door that Raya headed out of. You guys are left alone in this den.
So, Ibrikit, any chance we can get back into that library? I didn't manage to find any scrolls on herbs and healing.
I think so.
A fitting use for tomorrow, maybe?
What's in the bag she left us?
I open the bag.
It is full of gemstones. At least 3 of which are glowing.
Glowing.
Okay.
gems.
Cool. Well, yep, I guess we come back tomorrow. I still need to take the trip to the dock. I guess that could be put off for another day. Or maybe the afternoon. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
As you guys head out the door, it is evening. Probably close to supper time. And as you look around, like you walk out the front door, you look around going, oh wait, we don't actually know where we're going from here.
Where's Wenzel?
And at his name, he detaches himself from not this building, but a nearby building, and kind of saunters in your direction and goes, oh, she didn't have you for supper. That's very good. And with that,
Not that kind of supper.
we will go ahead and end it. So thank you to my players for playing. Thank you to everybody for watching. It's been great having you here. Bye.